You have felt it. The sense that life is happening to you instead of for you. The feeling that you are standing inside a current you cannot see, being pulled in a direction you did not choose. That feeling is not a flaw in your character. It is evidence that you are living inside a system you were never taught how to operate. Everything around you is vibrating with energy, not as metaphor, as measurable fact. The chair beneath you, the device in your hand, the thoughts crossing your mind right now, the emotions those thoughts produce, all of it is energy, vibrating at different frequencies, woven into one interconnected field. You are not standing outside that field, observing it. You are inside it. And every thought you think, every emotion you feel sends ripples through the fabric of it. This is where quantum physics and ancient wisdom arrive at the same door from opposite directions. Aristotle said the energy of the mind is the essence of life. Modern physics discovered that at the most fundamental level, matter is not solid. It is vibrating energy held in patterns by forces you cannot see. Take two particles, entangle them, separate them by light years. And the moment you affect one, the other responds instantly, defying the limits of space and time. Connected, always beneath the surface of distance. Now consider what that means about you. If your thoughts and emotions are energy, and they are, and if everything is connected in one vast energetic web, and it is, then your internal state is not private. It is not contained inside your skull. It is a broadcast reaching outward, shaping the field around you in ways you have never been taught to notice. You have already experienced this without naming it. Days when you are in a good mood and everything flows. Conversations land, doors open, timing aligns. Days when you are low and obstacles multiply. Every small task becomes a fight. The world seems to conspire against you. That is not coincidence. That is your energy affecting your reality in real time. The field does not argue with what you broadcast. It mirrors it. So the question is not whether you are influencing reality. You are constantly, whether you know it or not. The question is whether you are going to do it deliberately. Begin with what you actually are, because you cannot master energy while misunderstanding the instrument. You are not a body moving through a physical world. You are a three-part being, physical, mental, and spiritual. The body is the instrument. The mind is the musician. The spirit is the composer. When all three are in tune, you create something coherent. When they are not, you create noise. And the field answers noise with more noise. Here is the part that reframes everything. The physical world, everything you can see, touch, and measure, makes up a fraction of reality. The vast remainder exists in the realms of thought, emotion, and spirit. This means most of your power to shape your life lies in dimensions you cannot perceive with your physical senses. Trying to change your life through external action alone, pushing only on the visible tip of the iceberg, is slow, frustrating, and often futile. The real leverage is beneath the surface, in the unseen, in the mental and spiritual layers where creation actually begins. You have already felt this interconnectedness without recognizing it. Stress shows up as tension or illness in the body. Your mental state influencing your physical being. A moment of deep spiritual connection fills you with peace and lifts your mood. Your spiritual realm affecting both mind and body. The three are not separate rooms. They are one continuous flow. And energy moves through all of them, connecting them in ways you are only beginning to understand. To master that flow, start paying attention. Notice how certain thoughts consistently create specific outcomes. Notice how connecting with your spiritual self, through stillness, through presence, through whatever practice returns you to center, brings a balance that ripples into your physical experience. These patterns are the first language of energy. Once you can read them, you can begin to direct them. But there is something standing in the way. A hidden force that has been quietly shaping your reality for years without you realizing it. Imagine your energy as a flowing river. When it is clear and free, it carries you effortlessly toward what you intend. But beneath the surface, there can be hidden boulders, energy blocks, invisible barriers that silently sabotage your efforts. Every experience in your life affects this flow. Positive interactions add strength to the river. Negative experiences act like dams, blocking the flow, draining the current, slowly turning a moving stream into stagnant water. These blockages can be so subtle you do not realize they are there. The brilliant idea that arrives, followed immediately by the quiet voice whispering, "You are not good enough." That is a block, negative self-talk, one of the most common. The situation that always triggers an intense emotional response, even when you cannot fully explain why. That is a block, an unresolved wound, still running beneath the surface. These are not fleeting thoughts. They are deeply ingrained patterns that shape your entire reality by determining what energy you are able to broadcast and what you are not. How do you find them? With attention. Notice where you consistently feel small or powerless. Notice the beliefs that surface when you think about the areas of your life where you feel stuck. Write them down. The thoughts that arise when you confront the stuckness. Those thoughts point directly to the blocks holding you in place. Awareness is the first step, but it is not enough to dissolve them. To clear a block, you have to shift energy at a deeper level. This is where meditation becomes a tool, not for relaxation, but for transformation. Close your eyes, breathe, let the mental clutter settle. Then picture the block you identified. See it in your mind's eye, a wall, a heavy stone, a dark cloud. Now imagine your intention as a bright, warm light. Let that light flow toward the block, gently without force. Let it dissolve the block until what was solid becomes pure, flowing energy, realigning with your highest direction. Clearing energy blocks is not about battling yourself. It is about bringing gentle awareness to hidden patterns and softly redirecting the energy toward what serves you. The moment you do this, the flow begins to restore. The current moves again, and what was stuck starts to shift. Once the blocks begin to clear, the next step is to consciously raise the frequency you are broadcasting. Your thoughts and emotions are energetic forces, constantly at play. Positive ones act like lift, expanding your potential, raising your field. Negative ones act like weight, pulling you down, shrinking what you can perceive and what can reach you. You have the power to choose which ones you feed. Try this. Close your eyes for a moment and picture your current energy as a glowing sphere. Is it bright and expansive, or dim and restricted? Now imagine filling it with pure, radiant light. Watch it grow. Feel the warmth and power radiating from it. That is not just visualization. It is a real shift in your energetic state, happening in the present moment, measurable in the way your body responds. When negativity creeps in, and it will, use the art of shifting. The moment you catch a negative thought, counter it with 3 positive ones. I am not good enough becomes I am capable. I am worthy. I am constantly growing. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about consciously redirecting your energy toward what nurtures you instead of what drains you. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Every time you choose an uplifting thought over a defeating one, you are rewiring your field, tuning yourself to a higher frequency. Build daily rituals around this. Start each morning with gratitude. Before you get out of bed, name 3 things you are genuinely thankful for. Set intentions for how you want to feel throughout the day, not just what you want to accomplish. End each day with reflection. Acknowledge the moments of joy, growth, or connection, no matter how small. These are not sentimental exercises. They are frequency calibration. The more consistently you practice them, the more your default state rises, and the more your external reality begins to reflect the new baseline. Mindfulness is the thread that holds it all together. It keeps you present, aware, tuned into the flow of your energy. It allows you to notice when your frequency drops before it takes over your mood or your behavior. Think of it like tending a flame. At first it flickers, unsteady, vulnerable to every wind. With patience and care, it stabilizes. It burns brightly. It illuminates the path. And you begin to see clearly which thoughts, which actions, which people fuel that flame, and which ones dim it. This is the power of mastering your energy. Not forcing things to happen, creating an internal state so coherent, so aligned that what you desire begins to flow toward you naturally, because you have finally tuned yourself to the frequency where it already exists. Now take it to the level where it becomes architecture. Everything you have practiced, the awareness, the clearing, the raising of frequency, the daily rituals, these are not abstract concepts. They are tools. And tools exist to be used on something. Close your eyes and visualize your ideal life. Not vaguely, specifically. What does it look like? How does it feel? See yourself standing in the reality you want to inhabit. Feel the warmth of it. Feel the energy of that future flowing through you, as if it is already here. Because in the vibrational field, it already is. That vision is not a fantasy. It is a blueprint, a vibrational match for the reality you are creating. This is the essence of becoming the architect. You are not wishing for things to change. You are aligning your energy, your thoughts, your emotions, your physiology, your actions, with the life you intend to manifest. And you are doing it consistently, daily, until the alignment becomes your default state. And the external world has no choice but to mirror it. This is not a one-time exercise. It is a practice, a commitment. Every morning, return to the vision. Every time the old frequency pulls, return to the vision. Every time the evidence of your current circumstances tries to convince you nothing has changed, return to the vision, not as denial, but as recognition that the external is always the lag, and the internal is always the lead. Take the next 7 days and commit to this deliberately. Each morning, visualize the life you are building. Throughout the day, practice one technique: pattern interruption, gratitude, the energy ball, the block clearing meditation. Each evening, reflect on how your energy shifted and what began to move in response. 7 days of consistent alignment will show you more than 7 years of intermittent effort. The system responds to coherence, not to intensity. And coherence is built through repetition. Here is what you have uncovered. Everything is energy, and you hold the power to shape it. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are not fleeting. They are forces that mold your reality. By identifying and clearing energy blocks, You free the flow that was always meant to move through you. Through daily practices, meditation, gratitude, visualization, conscious redirection, you elevate your vibration and transform the life that mirrors it back. You are not a spectator in the unfolding of your existence. You are an active creator, participating in the field with every thought and every feeling. The universe does not need to be convinced of what you want. It needs you to become coherent enough to receive it. The instrument is in your hands. The frequency is yours to choose. The question is no longer whether you can change your reality. The question is whether you will hold the signal long enough to watch it answer. I wish you all the best. And until next time.